Okay, this is General English 2, Lesson 2, Unit 1, our hobbies and our interests. So here's the warm-up. What have you been doing lately? So listen and repeat. What have you been doing lately? And now you can practice this with me or with a partner or alone. But don't forget our system, which we'll talk about more later. But the system is really important so that you know how to have good conversations, simple, easy, interesting conversations, which will help you in general with your English and in particular with your work in class, and especially on your speaking tests. So it's simply adding who, what, when, where, how, and why, and how about you to your conversations, so you have some structure. Okay, so like this, I'm asking you, what have you been doing lately? Oh, wow. How long have you been doing that? And who have you been doing that with? Then we switch. You ask me, how about you? And some extra questions. Okay, good. So now let's practice the vocabulary. So match the words and phrases with the pictures. Okay? So listen and repeat. Watch movies. Play computer games. Go shopping. Watch sports. Hang out with my friends. Travel. Listen to music. Read books. Draw pictures. Work out. Exercise. All right, and now pause the video if you need to and match the words and phrases with the pictures and change the verb to the ing form. I have been watching movies, playing computer games. And then when you're ready, I'll give you the answers. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to ask you this question. What have you been doing lately? And you're going to say, I've been watching movies. I've been playing computer games, etc. Here we go. Number 1, what have you been doing lately? I've been hanging out with my friends. Number 2, what have you been doing lately? I've been traveling. Number 3, what have you been doing lately? I've been watching movies. Number 4, what have you been doing lately? I've been listening to music. Number 5, what have you been doing lately? I've been reading a lot of books. Number 6, what have you been doing lately? Watching a lot of sports. What have you been doing lately? Number 7, going shopping a lot. Number 8, what have you been doing lately? I've been working out. I've been exercising. Number 9, what have you been doing lately? I've been drawing a lot of pictures. And number 10, what have you been doing lately? I've been playing a lot of computer games. All right, good. Now the dialogue, let's practice this together. Let's practice this together. Let's practice this together. So listen and repeat. Hey, Gia, what's up? Oh, not much. I'm just playing League of Legends. Cool. How long have you been doing that? Let's see. Wow, I guess I've been playing it for about 5 hours. What? That's crazy. Aren't you hungry? Let's get something to eat. Actually, now that you mention it, I'm starving. What do you feel like having? How about tacos? I've been going to that Mexican place around the corner a lot lately. That sounds good to me. Let's go. All right, and let's talk about pronunciation for a little bit. Pronunciation. Listen and repeat. Pronunciation. And the sound today is V, V. Videos, very, travel, movies, starving, have, I've. So what you see me doing with my mouth, V, videos, very, travel, movies, starving, have, I've. What am I using? I'll freeze my mouth. Move. Yeah, I'm putting my top teeth on my bottom lip. V, V, V. So try that. Listen and repeat. V. Videos. Very. Travel. Movies. Starving. Have. I've. Okay, and now let's practice the dialogue together, or you can do it with a partner or a friend 2 times. Change the names and the information, and the second time switch roles. So I'll go first, you can go second. Hey, Tom, what's up? Cool. How long have you been reading? What? That's a long time. Aren't you hungry? Let's get something to eat. How about pizza or spaghetti? I've been going to that new Italian place down the street a lot lately. Good, and now let's do it again. You're first, I'm second. Not a whole lot. I'm just reading this book. Let's see. Wow, I guess I've been reading it all day since this morning. Yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it, I'm really hungry. What do you feel like eating? That sounds great. Let's go. Okay, and now let's practice the example topic questions. So listen and repeat. Number 1, what have you been doing lately? And don't forget the V sound, have. What have you been doing lately? And sometimes we make it shorter, we contract it. What have you been doing lately? What have you been doing lately? Number 2, what do you do in your free time? Listen and repeat. How long have you been doing that? playing basketball, playing tennis, reading books, reading that book. Number 3, how long have you been studying English, Korean, Spanish, design, etc.? Number 4, how long have you been going to Dongston University? Number 5, do you have a job? If they say yes, how long have you been working there? Number 6, how long has your family been living in your home? So there's another V sound, another V word, living. Okay, and now you can practice our conversation system. Again, good language skills plus a good conversation system equals a good, long, interesting, real conversation. You need to ask follow-up questions. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. And use a switch question. How about you? What about you and you? And you can ask extra questions. What else? What else do you do? What else do you like? So it should look like this. Person A will ask a question and some follow-up questions. Person B will switch the direction of the conversation. How about you? And ask some follow-up questions. And then person B can start a new topic question. You can continue like that. B, B, A, B, B, something like that. You need to have a real conversation. It doesn't need to be perfect. This isn't science or math, but you do need to have a comfortable and real conversation. Be interested in your partner and ask a lot of questions. So if you want to do well on the speaking test, you need to use this system. Not perfectly, but you need to use it. You're going to have 2 3-minute speaking tests, the midterm and the final. I will give you a partner, so get used to talking to everybody in our class. Okay, so instead of just going one person, instead of one person asking all the questions and the other person answering them and switching, that's boring, that's terrible, it's not a conversation. Do this. So for example, I'm talking to you. What have you been doing lately? Oh, wow. And who have you been going to the gym with? And how often have you been going to the gym? Okay, and then you switch it. How about you? And ask me some questions. Okay. And we can go down to number 5. You can ask me number 5 and ask me some extra questions. And then I'll switch and ask you some more questions. All right. And then the grammar, the present perfect continuous. I've been watching a lot of movies on Netflix lately. I've been watching. So we've been practicing this grammar for a little while now. Have you been doing? I've been playing. I've been going. Have you been doing? How long have you been doing that? Have you been studying? Have you been going to? Have you been working there? Has your family been living? So we've already been practicing this. All right. So what is the verb in the example? This is the verb. Okay. And what is needed to form that verb? So what's first? We have. What's next? We have been. And what's last? A verb with ing. Right? Have been watching, studying, going, working, living, etc. Okay, and so we have the present perfect continuous. This is the present perfect. Have and the past participle of be. Have plus any past participle gives you the present perfect. And then the present continuous, that's be and a verb with ing. You put those together and you get the present perfect continuous. All right, so what does this mean? I've been watching a lot of movies on Netflix lately. Does it mean A, I watched a movie late last night? Lately? At this point in my life, I am spending a lot of time watching movies? Or C, I'm watching a movie right now. So lately does not mean late, it means recently. Okay. So it's not A, and it's not right now necessarily, meaning at this point in time, at this moment, but at this point in my life, meaning it could be minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, or years. So it is B. All right. So on a timeline, it would look like this. Some point when you started doing something, and now. So I've been making this video for, I don't know, 15 minutes. I've been living in Korea for 8 years. Okay, we've been studying together for a few weeks. Okay, so answer these questions using the present perfect continuous, the present perfect continuous, and I'll give you some examples of my own. What have you been doing lately? I've been making a lot of videos lately. Maybe you would say, I've been working a lot lately. So it's something basically new that you're doing, something different. What is something that you do in your free time? When you say lately, that means it's something new, something different. What is something that you do in your free time? I like to go hiking. How long have you been doing it? I've been hiking since I was a boy. So I've been hiking my whole life. Okay. So now would be a good time to go back and practice our conversation system on your own or with someone else, now that we've looked at the grammar in more detail. Make sure you know how to have a good conversation, a real conversation, so that you're ready for the speaking tests. The book is for self-study. All right, the writing homework, as always, is a paragraph, 5 or 6 sentences. The topic is it's about yourself and what you do for fun in your free time, your hobbies and interests, and use the present perfect continuous. So write a paragraph. It should look like this, not this. This is a list. Your sentences shouldn't go like this. They should go across. Okay? Across. Not down. This is a list. This is bad. This is a paragraph. This is good. So then you take your paragraph, you go to E-class and find your class. Okay? And go to quizzes. And open up the quiz. and find the question. And if you've already written it on here on the worksheet on your computer, you can copy and paste. If you wrote it on paper, then you'll need to type it up. Whoops. Type it on here. Type it on this page. But whoops. But do not write it in Korean or whatever your native language is into a translation app and then copy the translation. That will be garbage. That will be Appglish. And I'll know. Write it in English first. If you need to use your translation app to check some things at the end, that's fine. But start in English. Okay? So, good job. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.